Here on the southern tip of the Black Country coalfield is a wonderful walk that explores the geology, the canals, the heritage, and in particular the glass making of this area that we call the Crystal Mile. And that walk begins right here in Stourbridge, behind me at the bonded warehouse. And from there, we'll go and explore the canal and all the features that we see along the way. Follow me. And so here we are now, just 200 yards further along the canal from the bonded warehouse, and the landscape's transformed into a wonderful nature reserve. This particular canal was the main transportation network for the glass industry to get their stuff in, the raw materials in, lots of heavy loads of raw materials like silica glass and other potash and stuff like that they needed for the glass making, but equally a gentle way of floating out their best product. So occasionally when you're walking along the canal you come to a canal bridge like this one, which actually went across a canal arm that went into an ironworks next to the canal here, which was very famous ironworks that produced steam locomotives. In fact, this is the factory here where the Stourbridge line, the first locomotive to run in the United States of America, was made. And also another one called the Agenoria, which was the Earl of Dudley's locomotive for taking coal to the Shut End colliery. So looking just down there now, we can see a health centre which stood on the ironworks we talked about where the Stourbridge line and the Agenoria were built. But as we look across to the other side of the canal here, this is 100 yards from where coal was dragged out of the ground to be put onto the barges and taken to the works along this canal. This is the very edge of the coal seam, very edge of the coal field. Coal and fireclay were mined in large quantities to make glass. The coal would be used as the fuel and the heat source to melt the constituents in the glass pots. And the glass pots were made of fireclay, the most important constituent to manufacture those pots to melt the glass in the first place. Now I don't know a lot about that, but I know just the man who can help you. He's just up here in the glassworks.
Glass, now that's something I know about. My name's Ian Dury and I've been involved in the glass industry for 50 years. When you reach this point, the Ruskin Glass Centre, it's a great place to stop. Come and have a look. Now while you're at the Ruskin Glass Centre, why not pop along to the Dalton housing estate and look at this magnificent collection of millstones that were used in a spade and shovel works and were powered by the River Stour. When you reach this point to the Crystal, on the new Dial Glassworks site, you see the original cone, which would have stood approximately 200 feet tall, but has been reduced with a new modern roof. Here we are at Dudley Junction. In the early 1960s, something very interesting happened here. The canals had silted up, and the locals decided they were going to do something about it. The authorities said no, they couldn't, but they decided to take the authorities on, and they did it. And as a result, they've cleared it, and the rest of the country followed suit, and now we've got a wonderful network of clean, open canals. At this point, we've reached the new estate that is built on the old Stewart Crystal factory. And if you look across onto the far bank, you will see on the waterline a concrete structure, and towards the end of the concrete structure, a tree growing out of it. That actually is a canal barge. A canal barge with a difference, it's made of concrete. There was only 6 made by Guest the Builders in the 1940s, and only 2 survive. One is in Gloucester Maritime Docks, and the one we see in front of us. Stourbridge was the home for glass making for 400 years. The Red House glass cone was built in the 1790s, reaching a height of over 100 foot. It is now one of the Black Country's major tourist attractions, attracting many thousands of visitors each year. And you can watch the glass being blown or just browse around the many attractions that are on site. Also, take the opportunity to have a coffee or a hot chocolate in the cafe on site.
So here we are back at the bonded warehouse in Stourbridge after a wonderful 3-mile walk through all kinds of heritage, from the stories of the early glassmakers from France who settled here in the 1600s, through nature reserves, geological wonders, canal heritage, modern glass industry, and now we're back here where it all began. This is a great place to explore. Pick up a leaflet and see it for yourself, and come back again soon.